see this workstation right in this office. I built it.
They build that there.
I'll show you. Yeah. As I love editing on that workspace.
And you know, say workspace, they sit.
Even this system, I love editing on this one. Like I travel with it, so yeah, it's my editing.
Thank you.
But yeah, first goal against the run of play. Oh,
That
Lori
two chances.
Kilo
Just
by.
like you said, Aubameyang was clear to give you the ball that you could have scored. At least you could have given, even if you didn't
That
score, at
idiot
least giving
have
the ball,
this
have a chance to
this
score.
kind game
And
is
you
the
will
squad
always
trick.
so selfish, you play the ball out, understand?
Hey, I yellow card, I beg you. Awful. This one will surely comes. This one will surely comes to play. But Korea he can't improve. He can't improve.
Fan, I was just kind of optimistic that we'll win because we've had a very bad form this season.
Clash of the Titans between the two London rivals.
Oh, yeah, that was fine.
Chelsea
They need a striker, but I'm looking like probably they'll get Ivan Tony.
Arsenal on the
League
of the table.
They'll forget us.
With 30 matches played.
Go this thing.
A win for Arsenal today.
PSG.
Arsenal will automatically overtake Manchester City.
But that wage,
Let's go hear what the fans have to say.
that wage is going to be an
Premier
issue.
Sports Fan Center.
And if they are losing, if
Good evening, viewers. You are welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center live watch along show, and it's another London derby in the Premier League. It is the match between Arsenal versus Chelsea. Another big one. Already the match is on, but quickly let's look at some of the preview of this match. What actually transpired before this match after losing control of the title race and exiting the UEFA Champions League in the space of a miserable few days. Arsenal steadied the ship with Saturday 2-0 win over Wolves side. Missing 6 regular starters through injury. The Gunners made hard work of it at Melinex, but goal from Leandro Trossard and Martins Odegaard was enough in the game they needed to win. And talking about the Blues are now focused solely on salvaging European qualification in the closing week of the season, which they will end trophyless after Saturday's FA Cup semi-final defeat to Manchester City. Chelsea were perhaps unfortunate to be denied a penalty in the game as Palmer's free kick struck the outstretched hand of Jack Grealish, but they also squandered plenty clear-cut chances to go ahead before Bernardo Silva's strike deflected in off Marc Cucurella late on. And today is a different story, and well, it is already 6 minutes into the game, and what? Arsenal just scored one. Well, I'm not alone in the studio, sorry. In the studio, I'm with, from my far left. Shegu, how do you do today?
well, you don't have to ask me how am I doing, because unfortunately it's a bad start for Chelsea. You know, going down 1-0 against Arsenal in the 6th minute is actually a bad one to start this game. Good one for Arsenal. They're actually one of the best teams. When you look at the momentum in this Chelsea team, you know, losing out on your ISO scorer in Cole Palmer, who has been a momentum for the team, the best player, no doubt, for Chelsea this season. I can't wait to hear what you might say after the 6 minutes of seeing Leonardo Trossard scoring and beating Petrovic to his rear view there. I think there are things Petrovic really needs to learn. As much as he's a very good goalkeeper, these are some of the things he needs to learn. Is not to be beaten in his reviews. I think I can count about 3 or 4 times he has been beaten in that position this season, which he needs to actually improve on that. But good one for us now. They are actually in the form of their life. They want to get back to the top of the table, and Chelsea are not really in the best of form this season. This is the kind of game you're missing a Malo Gusto, you are missing Reece James, you are missing a player like what's it called, like a player like Cole Palmer in this game. It's really those games that when you miss this kind of players that you depend on, it's a telling um, is a telling situation of the game. So I'm not really expecting much from Chelsea today. I think it's a game Arsenal might just whitewash. It's not even a small victory beating of Chelsea today. It might just be we might just be getting about 4-0 to 5-0 in this game.
And I'm also here with a young mate himself. Young mate, how do you do today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure you're fine?
A good day to come and
Are you
talk
sure you're
about the game between Arsenal and Chelsea on this watch along. And when you look at it, it's expectedly. Shagun can bear me witness. While before they got on the
I don't know
field,
which of the
I
witness
told him, I
you.
said it's better for Chelsea not to play this game at all than to start.
Well, I think
with
they have
this,
to play
11
it
now.
because they have to fulfill all
Yeah,
righteousness.
of course they have to, because the amounts of the Premier League officials will come hard on them. So I just think that it's a game that Chelsea is poised to lose, but anything can happen in football. So let's just watch 90 minutes. That is 8 minutes old already. Anything can happen. Hopefully, we hope that Chelsea can actually bring something to the party.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we hope that Chelsea can actually bring something to the party. Already 1-0, so early goal scored against Chelsea. And it is Arsenal again. Across there into the 18 box. But that one has been cleared by the Chelsea defender. And it is a build up all over again from Arsenal. And they have to go into the midfield now. From the midfield. But good midfield battle there. But they have to go back to the Arsenal goalkeeper. But the referee signal an infringement there against Tomiyasu in the Chelsea own half. Is it not an early for Arsenal to get early goal? How far do you think it's going to destabilize or make Chelsea uncomfortable in this encounter?
Yeah, it's really going to make them uncomfortable. It's a good start from Arsenal at home at the Emirates Stadium. We saw that game in the first leg between Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea gets an early goal against Arsenal, going 2 goals up. But how this goal shouldn't be going to the back of the net. Terrible goal to be scored from Petrovic there. We've all praised him this season, but we have to actually give him the words when he's actually looking very bad, and that is a terrible goalkeeping from him. Not the first time I'm seeing him in this type of situations. He needs to do better. Good one for us now, getting that early goal. Well, this might just be a yellow card to Nicholas Jackson. He needs to be very much careful in this game, but it's a good goal for us now. What a way to start the game. You have to put your team or your opponent in an uncomfortable situation. That is what Arsenal has always tried to do this season. I guess teams who are coming into the game to play a low blocks game against them, they tried that against Aston Villa. It just didn't really work for them that day against Aston Villa. They try to get an early goal, frustrate the opponent, because they know that once they score the early goal, the opponents will always want to come out to try and capitalize and get an equalizer. But they can also attack against the opponent and capitalize on that, attacking momentum from the opponent and get more goals in that game. I think that might just be what will be happening in this game. It's very early for Chelsea to consider a goal against Arsenal. They are yet to even get or grow into those games, and they've considered a goal in the early as 4 minutes. It's really, really bad.
All right, it's really bad. 1-0 in favor of Arsenal in this encounter. Wherever you are watching us from, and it's another chance again from Arsenal. And it is Guy Ava, the former Chelsea player, who had that chance, but he wasted that one. And Arsenal just won a throw-in. And it's still a battle here. Bukayo Saka inside the 18 box of Chelsea. And now Thomas Partey shot there, but blocked there by the Chelsea defender.
It's really a destabilized midfield if you're looking at this Chelsea midfield. Then I really fault Pochettino for one midfield error he to make. We saw when Enzo Fernandez wasn't around, and we saw when Gallagher was playing a more comfortable double pivot role, and how compactable that midfield was when Enzo Fernandez wasn't around. He needs to make up his mind. One of Enzo and Gallagher needs to sit on the bench. You can't use both of them in the game. Using Gallagher as the attacking midfielder is cutting Chelsea short of creativity in that midfield. The link between the midfield and attack is not really there for Chelsea all season long. And we saw that. Okay, let's look at Cole Palmer is not around. There's nothing stopping him from using Raheem Sterling on the wing and using Modric as the attacking midfielder or Chukwuemeka Emeka as the attacking midfielder in the starting 11. He has worked with Gallagher as a 10. How many assists has Gallagher produced to the striker? How many passes has gone from the midfield to the striker in this for Chelsea this season? It hasn't really been there. There's a difference between Gallagher and what's it called Declan Rice. They are not on the same level of football. Declan Rice can play as a defensive midfielder and he can also play as a link between the central midfielder that's playing as the 8 and the attacking midfielder or as a striker. But Gallagher is not yet on that level. He needs to understand that. Use Kani Chukwuemeka as the attacking midfielder for Christ's sake. Arsenal going to get the second goal and probably get the third goal in this first half also.
All right, and it is Chelsea now who is attacking. And it is Madueke. What did he do with the ball? A cross there to Jackson from the right wing. What did he do? He has a man on him, but he decided to go back to the midfield. And now Caicedo. What did he do? Give it to Cucurella. Cucurella look up, but decided to go back. And that is it. Now, you might. What did Chelsea do that they got that amazing result against Everton? Don't you think it should have been a continuous thing for Pochettino to be doing for Chelsea?
Yeah, you look at the fact that you don't change a winning team, but look at the inconsistency of the Chelsea setup too. Because the game against Man City would have been a continuity, but they failed to continue. Look at how shaky they are. There's no understanding, there's no cohesion in this Chelsea you are seeing today. And I think Badashil has no business starting any Chelsea game for now. Because I think he's now a weak link. Yeah, he's coming back from injury, but he's a serious weak link. Some Nigerians will say, the Yorubas will say, oh no. He's really, really, really a weak link in that defense. I don't know why you have Thiago Silva on the bench and not start him. Just for this 3 points. These guys can mature in other games. Not important games like this. I have to fault Pochettino. His decision-making process has been part of Chelsea's woes this season. He has not really made the right decision. Look at the FA Cup. Bringing in Axel Disasi to come and cover up for Malo Gusto. Even a Gilchrist might have done better with the pace of Jeremy Doku. So I think many decisions Pochettino has made this season has really hampered Chelsea.
I think let me add on to that. We've always argued about that in the studio. Always that there's always a need of you using a natural player in this position. There's always a difference when you go into the market and you get in a player who can play double position. I think that is what Pep Guardiola do in the market. You look at Vado, he's not a left back, but the way he plays, he can play very well as a left centre back or as a left back for Pep Guardiola. That is different. But when you get in Disasi is more of a centre back than playing as a right back. I think that's a big problem for Chelsea. But good luck, good ones for them. That I think Reece James has started light training, and Malo Gusto, if it's not coming back anytime soon, I don't really think he'll be playing or he'll be coming back towards the last 2 games of the season. But you have to give credit to Malo Gusto. He has been there for Chelsea. He has done a fantastic work that even Chelsea fans haven't really missed Reece James that much. So it has even begged a lot of questions that when Reece James comes back, how are they going to fit in those 2 players into the Chelsea starting 11?
And that's a good chance for us now, right there. Odegaard finds Declan Rice, returns it to Odegaard with the cross into the box, headed up, but Tomiyasu couldn't get his header on target right there. So goal kick to Chelsea at 15 minutes of that encounter at the Emirates Stadium. It's game on in that encounter. A derby, the London Stadium right there, Emirates Stadium, sorry. Is Arsenal leading 1 goal to nil, courtesy that goal from Lisandro Trossard. They replaced on our screens on that good chance that Kai Havertz wanted to link up Trossard and he missed it. You can see the disappointment on the face of Arteta, and it's Arsenal building up right now from defense to attack, and it's Chelsea who wins back possession. Badashil sets up Nicholas Jackson, who is trying to run in on the attack. Nobody's arriving. Okay, yeah, Mudryk is arriving, cuts one, and now plays it, and it was blocked. Still Jackson, and the cross, and oh my God, headed out by that Arsenal defender right there. And he's still ball in contention right there at the Emirates Stadium. So it's now back to Casado. Casado finds Gallagher. Gallagher trying to run into the box. What can he do with the ball? Cross this the ball. Nobody to
Look
connect
at
that
that cross.
cross.
Look at that cross.
And that's a terrible cross from Gallagher.
It's actually a
there.
terrible one because you expect if that was an attacking midfielder, you look at the likes of Cole Palmer, what they would have done with that ball there. I think it's really a big issue having Conor Gallagher playing as a attacking midfielder for Chelsea. No disrespect to what he brings to the party, because he brings lots of energy into the Chelsea team. And we've seen him. There's difference between Chelsea starting Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo in the pivot role. Whenever Caicedo is playing, whenever Enzo is playing pairing with Caicedo, Caicedo tends to do more of the dirty work in the midfield. But when you see Gallagher and Caicedo pairing together in the Chelsea midfield, you are having a counter type in Caicedo. I think that's the balance that the manager needs to work with. You can't start 3 defensive-minded player in the midfield. It's not really going to work. You look at a team like what was it called? Liverpool. The way they play with Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Endo in the midfield. Endo doing the dirty work, and the 2 players being attacking minded. And if you want to do the type of Arsenal midfield trio of having a defensive midfielder who can join the attacker, who can link up very well with the attackers, that is having Partey or Jorginho playing as the 4, and you're using Declan Rice as the 8 and Odegaard in the 10 position. You have to, I don't really want to see a Manchester United problem in Chelsea, but I just want to look at it that this is the first season for this midfielders. This is the first season for Pochettino. Probably next season they might get better if they go into the market.
And it's Chelsea back in possession of the ball right there. Gil Christ turn into the midfield, still with the ball, tries to find Nicholas Jackson, but it was intercepted by Saliba. Gabriel right there, and possession finds Declan Rice, who gives it to Saka. Saka returns it back, but that wayward pass will give Chelsea a free corner kick right there at the 18th minute of that encounter. So it's corner kick to Chelsea at this point in time.
18th minute into the first half, and it's 1-0 in favor of Arsenal. Hey, wherever you are watching us from, please don't forget to send in your prediction. Send in your prediction, and you stand a chance of winning our 5,000 naira for Premier Sports Fan Center. And also send in your location, and you can also call in. Our number is in front of the screen, and so you can also call in via.
Modric plays the corner kick into the box. Oh, eluded everybody, and it's going to be a goal kick to us.
That was an opportunity for him to just get on the header. These are the kind of games you miss the headers from Thiago Silva. Oh, that was almost a miskick, and that would have been it for Chelsea. The Chelsea just need a preciseness there now to put that into the back of the net. But they are trying to grow into the game, and that is why you have to appreciate that early goal scored by Arsenal, because getting into the 18 minutes of this game without Arsenal scoring a goal would have put Arsenal on a lot of pressure, because they are the one challenging Manchester City and Liverpool for the title. So they need to get those goals. They need to get into the game, and for Chelsea to move forward, both Modric and Noni Madueke, who has really looked absent or quiet in this game, they need to come into this game proper. It's not really about for Madueke and Jackson to be fighting for penalty with Nicholas Jackson, with Cole Palmer. He's not here today. They need to up the game. That it's not just is not really about Cole Palmer alone. And they can also live up to expectation for Chelsea. That is what I respect from these 2 players today. They need to grow into this game. Look at Modric. Look at how easy he was being dispossessed there.
So they do say sometimes a tree can make a forest. The testimony of Chelsea right there at the Emirates Stadium. It seems it's Cole Palmer that is that tree that makes a forest
the tree,
that tree so the tree is not available today. It looks like every tree in the forest is shaky. And Caicedo right there with the ball sends it across the field straight to Mykhailo Mudryk, who couldn't keep that in possession. And I think that was a wayward pass for Moises Caicedo right there. He should be doing better. Ben White finds Saliba, who returns it to Partey. Partey, the commander-in-chief of the midfield forces for Arsenal today, is back from that long-term injury, looking fresh, looking good, looking better. And a fit Partey for Arsenal can spell a good run of form for them. Jackson intercepted the pass straight. He finds Gallagher running into the box. Gallagher runs to the left-hand side of the box. He finds Mudryk right there. Mudryk at the edge of the box finds Moses Casedo, who tries to turn back and gives it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist running down the right finds Jackson in the box. Oh, Noni Madueke right there, cuts to his left-hand side, returns it to Gilchrist with a cross into the box. Deflected off and straight to David Raya right there. So it's proceedings right there at the Emirates Stadium. 21st minute of that encounter. It's Arsenal leading through that. Lisandro Trossard, the early first half, early 4-5 minutes go right there, considered by Chelsea. A terrible performance from Petrovic. He could have done better from stopping that. Saka dribbles to right there, cuts back and tries to bend it. But hey, Cucurella did a good job on him right there, and still straight to Arsenal, who has possession right now. And the first Lisandro Trossard, who tries to link up Declan Rice, plays that shot.
Oh!
And that shot went way off target. And that was a good, I think 90-degree stun right there from Declan Rice.
Yeah, good one. We call it the Kaikov, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
the
Cruyff. Yeah.
Okay, that is the Cruyff turn there.
Yeah.
And good turn there from him. And I think Petrovic got that covered very well there. Two players who will be interested in scoring a goal against Chelsea today has to be Kai Havertz and Declan Rice. These are players who didn't really get that trust and chance at Chelsea.
But Kai Havertz won the Champions League. He won the
Champions League. He won the Champions League.
Club World Championship.
He never got that chance in his natural position.
So let's see.
So I think he might just be interested in getting.
But he's also not playing his natural position today.
Now.
Yeah. So Petrovic in goal right there, and I see that even the gaffer is all smiling. Because Arsenal is leading,
so he has to be smiling. The good thing about me being in the studio today is that I'm actually a neutral fan today in this encounter.
Because we know you're a Chelsea fan. No. You can't deny your talent right there. For our listeners, he's a bona fide Chelsea fan.
I'm more of a Real Madrid fan.
Yeah, ball possession right there, 50-50. You can see Petrovic.
Are you sure it's 50-50?
Yeah, it's just the updated right there.
50-50.
Enzo finds Axel Disasi, who's trying to push up the attack. A wrong pass, blind pass right there. Finds Carava straight and they cross into the box. Hey, other guy, chefs of that Chelsea player still in possession. If Tomiyasu cross into the box, deflected off, and Ben White with the ball right now drops it, and Partey shoots and blocked again. Gallagher finds Nicholas Jackson, who is still with the ball, trying to run. Saliba chasing, and Jackson running into the box. What can he do with the ball? Run straight, pass that ball. It was deflected
by Gabriel.
Right there. See, for a corner kick.
Good on there from Nicholas Jackson. You know, I think I'm a big fan of Nicholas Jackson playing more as the supporting striker or him playing on the wing. During the preseason, we saw him and Christopher Nkuku, you know, form a good partnership with himself.
But he was still playing
he was playing as a 9, but there are some times during the game that he draws back to, play as a support striker, and Nkuku goes forward. I think it has to just the biggest problem this season has really been injuries to some of those players they actually will have depended on.
Yeah, so Mudryk about to take this corner kick. The gaffer will be praying that Chelsea should not score this one, but Mudryk into the box. Headed out by the Arsenal player right there. Gallagher with the ball cross into the box. Headed out by the Arsenal player. Cucurella finds Mukalo Mudryk. We shove that one into the box. Headed out by the Arsenal defender right there. And it's still an air ball. It's now Arsenal to do the final clearance. It's now Arsenal trying to counter attack right there. Cucurella stopping that one. And hey, the referee says there's an infringement against Marco Cucurella, the Spanish international right there. Enzo Fernandez now with the ball and trying to find time and space to penetrate to the Arsenal defense. A defense that has not considered any Premier League goal for some games right now.
Yeah, they've actually been good this season, when it comes to the defensive pairing of both, Gabriel and Saliba has really done the magic for Arsenal this season. We saw them last season, which was actually the first season they were going to play together as a pair, and they've actually grown, in that defensive pairing. That is where you going to fault teams like Chelsea and the Manchester United.
Yeah.
They've not been able to get that centre back
That
pairing
mix,
very
yeah.
well. That mix has really been an issue.
Mm.
We saw Thiago Silva and Rudiger, actually form a big pairing at the
Yeah.
Chelsea centre back, which led to Chelsea winning the
The
Champions League.
Champions League.
Chalobah
yeah.
was also in the mix.
You know, a
for
trophy
Chelsea
that
also.
Arsenal fans don't
Yeah,
really understand
that's why
what
Chelsea,
it takes to
that's why
win that
Chelsea
kind
are
of
actually the
trophy.
pride of London.
Yeah, the pride
But
of London.
let's-
2
let's see-
Champions
let's
Leagues
see what this game
actually.
is actually.
Yeah, so Odegaard with the ball, trying to attack with the ball right there. Trossard at the edge of the box. Tries to go around with the left foot, but hey, it was blocked by that Chelsea defender. So Odegaard tries to set up Kai Havertz in a dangerous position, finds Saka, but his shot went straight to Petrovic, who has been questionable today, but
Yeah,
hey,
that's-
he can still come
I
back
think it just
into
has
this
to be
game.
that goal. Petrovic has actually.
Oh,
That would have been an
Kai
offside.
That would have
Havertz
been an
was
offside.
in
That would have
an
been
offside.
offside.
That would have been an offside,
Petrovic
yeah.
has actually been a strong goalkeeper for Chelsea, but he has considered a lot of goals for Chelsea also. I think they need to go into the market and get a goalkeeper, who can actually.
And that's
Oh,
a good
chance
chance
for
for
Kai
Arsenal, Kai
Havertz.
Havertz. And that was
No!
a beautiful save by Petrovic. Though he considered the first goal,
Save.
but it was a point blank save right there. Saka straight and plays it.
Hey!
And saved again by Petrovic. 27 minutes of that action at the Emirates Stadium. Petrovic has now saved 2 point blank chances back to back. And it seems we are in for a long night at the Emirates Stadium.
Yeah, it's
You can
actually,
stay with
it's
us
actually
right
a
there.
long night because we have seen Arsenal, almost everywhere on the pitch, and this is not a situation Chelsea would not want to find themselves in this game. The midfield has completely been overrun by
Yeah.
Arsenal in this game, and Chelsea really need a big response. Probably needs to go to the bench as the early stages of the second half. There's every chances of Arsenal getting their second goal in this game. The midfield really needs to come
And
alive
that's
in this game.
Saka in the box with the ball right there, trying to find time and space. Finds Odegaard with that cross. Headed down, but cleared by Axel Disasi right there. Partey finds Gabriel, and is now Arsenal choking up the Chelsea half right there, trying to find time and space to help Chelsea. Casedo with the ball, plays in the run of Jackson, but hey, there was too much weight on that ball. Easily recovered by Gabriel.
Yeah, easily recovered by Gabriel. We've not talked about the formation. We see Arsenal playing 4-3-3 formation, where Chelsea is playing 4-2-3-1 formation with we have Jackson as a man forward, and we have 3 people behind him: Madueke, Gallagher, and Modric. And we
And
have-
Saka dribbles into the box, but his shot was blocked by Marco Cucurella right there. And Cucurella back in possession of the ball right there. It's a derby de London right there. If you don't know, it's a fierce battle between Chelsea and Arsenal. One that will provide the bragging right for the upcoming season. The 2024-2025
Well, I think this
season.
is not going to provide any bragging rights. We know who owns the bragging right. We know who are the pride of London. But I think it's always a fierce battle between the north between the north and the west in London.
in London.
And that is why this is actually a big battle. But when you're not having most of your best players around to parade, this is what you get. Chelsea are looking like a mid table team.
Yeah.
And, it's
And actually
unfortunately,
they are in the
they are
mid-table.
actually a mid-table team this
Yeah.
season. But let's just hope they can improve on this next season. Apart from that early goal in this game, I think that has really been what has set both teams apart in this game. It has really been a bit balanced, or a bit Arsenal, having a slim advantage over
Right,
Chelsea
yeah.
in this game.
Yeah.
It's not like they've really overrun Chelsea in this game, but I think Nicholas Jackson really needs to grow into this encounter. He really needs to find that that movement and that shape away from the Arsenal centre backs. Both Gabriel and Saliba are actually keeping him a bit quiet in this game. He needs to come out, and that is why you expect Chelsea to get a striker that can actually run around the cycle,
Yeah.
a striker that can disturb around the defense of the
That's
opponent.
presence.
You're looking at strikers like Ivan Toney. Out of nothing, the strikers can bring something out. Osimhen
yeah.
is one of those strikers. And you're having a guy Corres who plays for Sporting Lisbon. These are
And
strikers.
that's a pass
that I
forward for
actually
Noni
enjoy.
Madueke into the box. Cross!
Hey!
Eluded everybody. Cucurella with the shot.
Oh.
Blocked again. Pass out. And that's a good chance. Enzo could have pulled his attempt on target. That is 30th minute of that encounter is Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Enzo just wasted a glorious
No,
chance.
he didn't waste it. Enzo didn't waste it. I think Marco Correa should have taken that shot immediately, not him. Not him
if he
controlling that.
didn't
No,
get,
I've seen him. I've seen him against at what's it called, Brighton against Manchester United. Scoring that kind of goal. This was almost
going in.
to the
I
back
don't know
of the
what
net.
Axel was doing right there, putting a
Wow,
leg
wow,
to
wow.
that in
So I've
that
seen him
position.
score that kind of goal against the Manchester United. You're looking at a player like Marcos Alonso in that position when he was still playing for Chelsea. He was going to take a direct hit immediately, not him controlling that game. When Enzo Fernandez also got his chance there, he should be doing better from that opportunity. But good one for them that they're growing into this game. These are the kind of runnings you expect from Noni Madueke in this kind of situations for Chelsea. Have a chance like this and put a big pressure on the Arsenal left back, talking about Tomiyasu, who's playing in this encounter. He's not really a fantastic or a strong, sorry to say that, it's not really one of the strong left back to play against Noni Madueke. With the ball at his feet, we know what Noni Madueke can do on this day. His finishing or his decision making might just be questionable.
Yeah.
But him with the ball is a fantastic player to behold.
Yeah, on his day right
his day.
there. We just hope that today will be his day, not another day to open the book of lamentation right there. So Axel Disasi finds Badashil. And Badashil with the ball. Proceedings right there and a long pass forward from Enzo to no man's land. Easy for Tomiyasu to recover that one.
Yeah, for Tomiyasu to record that one. It has been an end-to-end battle. There's a lot of people, Chelsea fans will initially will be, hey, what is this guy going to play? But look at the battle they've brought to the Chelsea side. I think they've created a lot of chances in this first half, and they've been
chances.
Yeah.
But to some extent, they're not as bad as we thought they would be today.
No, you can't expect Chelsea to actually be bad. These are full international players on the pitch. You have Enzo Fernandez, a World Cup winner. A player that won the young player at the World Cup. You have Petrovic. You have Hazel Disasi. You have Chaloba. You have
that's a good chance. Kayavet with a cross headed out by Marco Carella right there, and the referee says there's an infringement against Bukayo Saka, the English international, on Marco Carella, who is a Spanish international, and there is the Euros right there coming up this summer. You can join us at the Premier Sports Fan Center for your watch-along edition of the Euros 2024. It promises to be exciting. And you know that they've increased the numbers of players to 26 players right there. And I think there will be 5 substitutions at this Euros. So it promises to be mind-blowing. So you can join us here at the Premier Sports Fan Center. It promises to be a wonderful tournament.
I think before the Euros, we'll be having that big one in Paris. That is the Olympics, the Summer Olympics, and it promises to be another interesting moment. And it's not just football we'll be giving at Premier Sports Fan Center during the Olympics. We'll be giving those big athletics, the 100 meters, and we'll be giving the 100 meters semi-final and final. We'll be giving the 110 meter hurdles. Toby Amusan will be on parade at the Olympics. We'll be having Shakari Jackson and the likes of Shakari Richards Listen at the Olympics also. So the big names going to the Olympics, the football event, the male female football event. Our ladies, don't let's go into that group, because that group is a group of death. You have Spain, you have Brazil in that group. There's the best loser. So I think who's the last person in that group? I can't really remember. But I know we have. I think we have Brazil.
But we can fancy
Japan, Nigeria.
Japan is there too.
That group.
So there is nothing impossibility.
Nothing in football. That group, we can't fancy anything.
We've seen even the Super Falcons defeat the host Australia at the just concluded World Cup, and that's a good chance. Odegaard, it's a really terrible thing to be a one-legged player.
I think when we get to talk sports, we'll talk about that group.
Yeah,
because that group is a group of death.
Yeah, it can turn to a
no, it can't turn. It's actually a group of death for the Super Falcons. They'll find it out when you look at Japan. Japan is the.
It's also a group of death for Japan.
It's not a group of death for Japan. Japan is the world beater. The Gaffer were here during the female World Cup. We saw Japan. We saw what they did. No, they're actually world beater.
They defeated Brazil.
Spain is the world champion.
Yeah.
Brazil is a crazy team.
Nigeria defeated Australia.
Australia is not on the same level with Japan.
But Australia is huge.
With who?
Got to the semi-finals.
Yeah, that is almost like I can't remember. They've not won the FIFA.
But they got to the semi-final of the just concluded one. But Japan didn't.
We'll be here the World Cup.
So we will be here right there. So you can join us right there
Olympics,
for the Olympics update. Do well to join us. Don't go nowhere. Please don't forget to subscribe. Tell somebody to tell somebody about us to keep us afloat. We are here because of you. And don't forget, it's the Premier Sport Fan Center. So back to the Emirates Stadium right there. Moses Caicedo with the ball, who finds Axel Disasi, returns it to Moses Caicedo, who finds Badashir with a pass forward to Modric. But Modric's pass couldn't meet Cucurella right there. Lost possession to Arsenal. Odegaard lost it back to Modric. Modric straight to Caicedo. Caicedo plays it forward for Enzo Fernandez. And it's Chelsea trying to build up on this attack. Can they make something fruitful out of this one? Only time will tell. Proceedings from the Emirates Stadium. It's Chelsea 0, Arsenal 1 as it stands.
I
right
think there's
now.
one thing you need to appreciate about Arsenal is the way they build momentum and the way every of those players knows where the second player is, the way they string those passes at Arsenal is really top one to see in the eye. That is one thing they've really understood between themselves, pass between the players, and they understand the movement of each other. And that has been one thing that's really worked for the Arsenal midfield and the attack. The way the link of play between the midfield and attack has really been superb, and that is one thing Chelsea really needs to work on in their team also. Look at the number of loose passes we've seen in this game. They've not been able to sting those passes together in the midfield, which has really been a big problem for Chelsea. They really need to sting those passes, hold on to the ball, not just lose possession after regaining possession from Arsenal. That is a big problem for them this first half.
Yeah, that's a big problem for Chelsea. Chelsea need to up their game, and they need to link up and pass accurately well. And the hold-up play to some extent to Chelsea is very, 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 very poor. But I was talking about the lineup of this encounter earlier on, and I said Jackson in front, and Madueke, Kalaga, Modric behind, then Fernandez and Caicedo behind the three players up front. Then Gilchrist, Disasi, Badiashile, and Cucurella, the back men behind. And we have Petrovic as the goalkeeper of Chelsea. Then for the side of Arsenal, they are playing a 4-3-3 conventional formation here with Trossard, Havertz, and Saka in front. Rice, Partey, and Odegaard. Three men behind the three forward. And Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Saliba, and White are the four-man defense, where we have David Raya as the goalkeeper. Yeah, that is the situation. That is the lineup of these two sides.
Good lineup for Arsenal. That has been one Arsenal starting 11 we've really seen so much this season. Bar just what's it called? What's the midfielder? Thomas Partey and Tomiyasu, the defender, starting today. I think it has really been the 4-3-3 formation. We've seen flat midfield from Arsenal this season, which has really worked for them. And those players has really understood each other. Gabriel Jesus hasn't really been the best of being in the best of form for Arsenal. So I think deservedly he's on the bench. You look at Leonardo Trossard starting on the wing for Arsenal. That's been justifiable getting that goal for Arsenal into this fixture against Chelsea. So I think him starting on that wing is justifiable. Gabriel Jesus hasn't really been that player Arsenal can really depend on. And when you look at how much Tomiyasu has really performed from Arsenal, Trossard has really performed from Arsenal. You look at that bench and you look at a player like Gabriel Martinelli, who might come into the second half and run Gilchrist ragged in this encounter. So let's see what he brings into this game.
Yeah, let's see what it brings into this game right there. But is Chelsea trying to bring a fierce battle into this encounter after going down 1-0 to that goal from Lisandro Trossard? So Gilchrist just conceded a throw into Arsenal at this point in time. 38 minutes of that encounter at the Emirates Stadium. Is Arsenal leading 1-0? Proceedings still happening. Hot, as it hot, like my Pigeon brothers will say. It's still hot. The derby is still on. The battle is still fierce. So it's game on in that encounter at the Emirates Stadium. So Declan Rice loses possession of the ball. Chelsea lost it back. Now it's a fierce battle. Axel Disasi finds Enzo Fernandez, who returns it to Axel Disasi straight to Badashile. Badashile right there finds Axel Disasi, and it's Chelsea trying to build up from defense into attack. And that was a good movement from Gilchrist right there, who finds Gallagher. Gallagher straight to Noni Madueke, returns it to Gallagher, and it's Chelsea trying to find time and space in the box, and Arsenal trying to choke up the midfield. For Chelsea not to find time and space to actually penetrate the midfield. So Enzo Fernandez with the ball, plays in forward the run of Mudryk. Mudryk with the ball right there and cuts back and ignore the run of Noni Madueke. Unnecessary cut back. Jackson with the ball finds Noni Madueke finally at the edge of the box, who cuts back. And the referee says play on. And Enzo Fernandez with that cross into the box.
Oh!
By David
good,
Raya.
good,
Right
save,
there.
good save from David Raya. Good
Wow,
response,
wow. I think
good
this is the
response.
first time I've seen Chelsea hold ball for up to 3 minutes, just tossing the ball around without Arsenal able to collect it from them.
I think when you look at it, they've not really been an issue, holding onto the ball. Momentum when they lose the ball has really been the problem for Chelsea. Getting yourself into the shape to win the ball back has really been the issue for them. And, having a striker in the box who can hold on to the ball. I think the players will really miss some Cole Palmer in this game for what he can do whenever he holds the ball and how much trouble he causes up the opponent. Those are the kind of games you appreciate of the work Cole Palmer does for the Chelsea
So
team.
the Cinderella player, Jackson with the ball right there, finds Gallagher. Oh, his cross was
Gallagher
intercepted by Declan Rice right there. Enzo on him. Declan Rice had to clear the ball straight to Trossard. And it's Kai Havertz trying to attack with the ball right there, finding time and space. And it's Axel Disasi running back and try to, Casado with that very, very important interception right there. And it's Chelsea with the ball right there straight to Enzo, and who returns it back to Casado right there. And it finds Gallagher and taking a one touch in the midfield. And it's now Chelsea trying to slow down the momentum of the game, trying to see if they can find that space and time to actually halt Arsenal Football Club right there. Arsenal trying to find a way back to the top of the table, of which is it very possible with Man City out of the Champions League right now. They wanted to repeat the treble, but hey, it seems they will be okay if they win the double this season. So Axel Disasi who finds Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez plays in on the Madueke, who is on the right, finds that wrong from Gallagher. Gallagher with that cross into the box.
Oh, Jackson!
My God!
Ow!
He
I think good.
was supposed to go with his head.
Yeah,
But
he was supposed
decided
to
go for with his
no,
chest.
no. When you look at it,
Yeah,
Eder
yeah.
hasn't really been his strong.
Look at that cross
look at
into
that
the
cross
box.
into it.
Go down.
He was in space. Put your head onto
use
that.
his hand.
There was
Can you
no point.
imagine?
There was no point going with that. Trying to chase that. I think he was scared of going into the traffic there. He should be putting his head into that. That is
What
why you're a
is that?
striker. You're supposed to be putting your head or your body in the Adam situation.
You know what actually happened here was not chest safe. He used his hand. It was his hand. The ball was close to his head, but he went with his hand, and the referee blew. And
This reminds me of when the likes of Gilchrist is getting
Gilchrist is
unnecessary
already
yellow
on
card.
the
This is really going to be a big
unnecessary
problem.
yellow
Big
card
problem
right
for
there.
Chelsea going into this game. I think I'm probably at the early stages of the second half. Although it's a good test for him, for how much his career can go as a Chelsea player. As a big test is a good test for him starting against Arsenal. We've seen 16 years old, what's it called? The 16 years old Yami Lamar play also in the El Clasico, which shows these boys can also play. It's not really about the age. When you get them in at the young stage, they grow into that encounter. Kylian Mbappe started at an early stage of 16 years old and started just stopping the all of League
It's
One.
different starting like that and playing over 15 minutes of football on yellow card. He has to be
No,
careful.
I think he'll
Just
be replaced by Chaloba coming into the early stage of second half. That is so much glaring. Now we have Kukureya,
Cucurella is now
both the
on
right
yellow
back and
card.
the left back on the yellow
But
card. Really
I
hard.
don't think this is
Oh,
a
the
yellow
experience
card.
is there for Makukureya.
Oh,
I think
this
it
is
was
the
has to be
reaction.
holding onto the
Yeah,
ball.
why did you hold
Might
on
just
to
be
the
that
ball?
was But having your two fullbacks on the yellow card, and you look at the wingers who are playing against them, Bukayo Saka and also Leonardo Trossard playing against them. These two fullbacks is really going to be a big issue. I'm very much about the experience of of Gilchrist coming into this game. It's a big game for him, and I just hope he can hold on to that momentum to the end of first half, so he doesn't get a second yellow card, because Arsenal are really going to take advantage of that. Oh, what a run pass there!
Pass forward, man, and it's a throw into Chelsea right there. Gallagher holds that one quickly, finds Mukalo Mudryk. Oh, the pass was intercepted right there, and it's still Arsenal back in possession. Saliba right there trying to keep ball in play, finds Bukayo Saka, who plays in Kai Havertz, but Kai Havertz touch too much weight on that pass, straight to Casado finds Gallagher straight to Mukalo Mudryk, who wants to run in on two defender, comes back into the midfield, cross, but eluded everybody, straight to Gilchrist again, finds Noni Madueke. attacking with the ball, runs on the across straight to
I think
David
there's a
Raya
need
right
for the Chelsea team to use more of Noni Madueke side and Mihako Modric. Modric has really find it hard, holding onto the ball against the Arsenal fullbacks. Probably it has really been him respecting the players or still having that scared or him being scared, sorry, of the profile, the name of the player. They need to make you good use of Noni Madueke, who has really find a joy against Tomiyasu in this game.
So David Raya right there sends the ball to Gabriel, and his Arsenal trying to build from defense into attack right now. Can they do the double in this first half? They already have one leading in this match so far, and proceedings Chelsea now ball possession 58% to Chelsea 42, and that should be a yellow card on that tackle by I think Bukayo Saka right there on Mark Cucurella. Oh, Lisandro Trossard right there on Marco Cucurella. So it's going to be a yellow card to Lisandro Trossard. Yeah, he was given. He has been given right there.
Funny enough, forget whatever position Chelsea's ended this season. I think next season is actually going to be a better season.
Yeah, it's going to be. There are indications apart from that.
Because when you look at
I think
even the Gaffer supporting us now, we have to accept that. Like when you even look at the Chelsea team, the way they grow into games. Yes, they've considered they go against Arsenal, but you have to look at it that they've grown into.
That's what we keep saying from the beginning of the season, that these guys will learn on the job. So learning on the job will come with mistake. Arteta too, Mikel Arteta, the Arsenal manager, is now on a yellow card, and the pass finds Noni Madueke, who is running into the box, calls back with the ball right there, turns to his right, but dispossessed of the ball right there by Declan Rice right there. So is Arsenal finds Thomas Partey, who sends it forward straight to to Kai Havertz right there, and it's 1 minute additional time in this first half. Already in that 1 minute, anytime from now, the referee will bring the first half to a close. And it has been a balanced first half so far. Unfortunately for Chelsea, Arsenal is leading, but fortunately for Arsenal, they are leading 1-0. They would have been under intense pressure right there.
They might have been under intense pressure, but good 45 minutes from Arsenal, doing the needful. And it's halftime already in that game. It's Arsenal who goes into the after break leading 1-0 against Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium. The carpet, as the Arsenal fans love to call their stadium. They've made it a fortress, but it hasn't really been a fortress for some of the big teams. But
so you can see
they've got to the bragging
the
right.
gaffer smiling.
Yeah, you can smile.
I don't know how.
I'm always smiling. I'm always smiling.
You are not always smiling. You are smiling because Arsenal is
when Bayern Munich was hammering Arsenal, you
were not smiling.
I was smiling. This is
the
face I carry.
But good one for Arsenal. Good one for Arsenal. Doing the needful. Declan Rice, running that midfield very well for Arsenal today, showing why he is a big class player and why Arsenal spent that big money on him. It has really been a good performance from Chelsea this first half. They really need to get their attackers in this game. A lot of chances have come into this game. I think Nicholas Jackson needs to go back and watch the videos of Didier Drogba and probably Nicolas Anelka, the way the strikers get into position when they were playing for Chelsea. He needs to watch those clips and understand
I just think what is wrong with Jackson is psychological, because when you look at that attempt, for a striker to be scared to go in for that header, how to guide his head with his hand, I think it's more psychological.
You look at players like Drogba and Nicolas Anelka. These players just go into it.
If you look at it,
Diego Costa.
Didier Drogba's first season.
There's also
that out.
It's not like it was even
Diego was not this terrible.
What's it called? It wasn't this terrible.
Yeah.
At least his first season just won the EPL. Goals, that was I think he scored about 12 or 13 goals in his first season. Just won the league in his first season. So it hasn't really been this terrible. Like what's it called? If you remove the hat-trick Nicolas Jackson scored against Tottenham, that means he has only been able to score against 5 teams in EPL, which is actually a bad one for him. 5 teams in about 33 matches, if I'm not mistaken. It's really, really bad for a striker like him.
Yeah, really, really bad right there. So halftime at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal leading 1-0.
Yeah, halftime at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal leading 1-0. You can be part of this show. But let's look at some of the fact in there that has to do around this match. And Mauricio Pochettino has never won a Premier League game at the Emirates, drawing 4 and losing 3 of his 7 visits to the Emirates Stadium with Southampton and with Tottenham.
Okay, it's looking like this game is going to end draw or lose.
Maybe
If you're going to follow that fact,
you know
they're going to
you
struggle.
you can't predict when lightning will strike.
This like this is not striking.
So we were
It's
hoping
not
that
striking, it's
There's no way,
defending.
there's
I
no
was
way.
I was hoping that Pochettino would break that engine, maybe having his
No,
first
no,
victory
no,
in
no,
the
no,
league.
Not when
with-
Paco
Not with
Palmer
this
is
Chelsea,
not
not
around.
with this Chelsea.
No,
Because
when-
when you look at it,
If
you-
Cole Palmer was
see,
around,
I think a lot
it's
of these
possible.
players might have been looking at Cole Palmer, with an egocentric face that this guy he has always been the only person in Chelsea has always been. The Chelsea fans has really loved the season. But I think in games like this when Cole Palmer is not there, they'll understand and they'll appreciate his presence in the starting 11.
Yeah.
His absence has really been felt in this first half. This game is
Really, really
showing that
felt.
Cole Palmer is not in that Chelsea starting
That
11.
creativity.
That creativity brings to it, that
Yeah.
preciseness it brings to it whenever he's in the
Precision.
box. That's what's it called? That shot that was missed by Enzo Fernandez. If Cole Palmer was there, that would have almost been 90% a goal for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Almost 90%.
Yeah, 90%. And let's look at another fact again. Cole Palmer, we just talked about now. Cole Palmer, has scored 20 Premier League goals this season, including 10 in his last 5 games. Only Jimmy Floyd, Frank Lampard, and Didier Drogba have ever scored more for the Blues in a single
Jimmy
campaign.
Floyd, Ezebank, another
Yeah.
fantastic striker to
Yeah.
call about. I think Cole Palmer is actually growing the mold of the like of Frank Lampard. If he remains at Chelsea, he might actually beat that record of Frank Lampard as the Chelsea all-time highest scorer because he has that in him. He's a player. He's a go-to player for goals for Chelsea, game in, game out. So I think he might actually fancy breaking that record. Getting 20 goals in your first season is actually a big one for you. Next season might not be getting that 20 goals because you have to look at Chelsea also because we've seen him play as the off nine, as the off nine or the off striker or off nine
Yeah,
as they
off
call
nine,
it,
yeah.
off nine, and he hasn't really performed in that position. I think for about 3 or 4 games we saw Pochettino try him there. The only place he actually thrive more is when he's playing as the attacking midfield or on the wing. I think with him being absent, that is why you have to look at your manager trying some of those players. Kaisede might have actually been the best replacement for Cole Palmer, but he hasn't really been tested that much. This is a player who won the best player at the under-20 World Cup. We saw how Barcelona, grew up, developed Lionel Messi after winning that best player at the under-20 World Cup. That is how you grow those players and get them into the games. There are times we look at it at 70 minutes, just leading 5-0, 4-0, 2-0, or 2-1. These are the games you need to introduce Kaisede into it, so that when Cole Palmer is injured, this guy could have grown into that momentum and confidence to play in those big games. I'd have preferred Kaisede starting this game in the absence of Cole Palmer.
All right, and Yamite, do you think Cole Palmer can break any of these 3 people's record? Because Jim Floyd, he scored 22. Lampard, in a single season, Lampard scored 23. Well, Agbabola, Didier Drogba scored 29. Do you think he's going to break any of this in a single season?
The games left after this, I think, will be 5 now for Chelsea.
But,
and,
but then Cole Palmer will be available.
Yeah,
Top 5 games, no doubt.
Very
you have,
tough
you have
games.
Tottenham. There's a date with Tottenham. There's a date with Aston Villa.
Aston
There's a
Villa.
date with West Ham.
Yeah.
Oh, these are tough games.
And even Manchester.
Yeah. No,
Manchester
we've
United is
gone
out
through
of
that,
the
we've gone through
line.
that.
So.
Tough 3 out of 5. Tough games, no doubt. So
Yeah, but
he might
it's
actually break.
possible.
Okay, continue.
If he could score 4 in a game, it's possible, but how realistic is it is another thing entirely.
Yeah.
Because when you look at his goal scoring ratio, it looks more like a player that has scored a lot of penalties. Out of 20, he scored almost 10 penalties.
No, I think he has 9
9,
penalties.
yeah,
9
almost
penalties,
10.
yeah.
That's what I said. So if you divide it into 2, it's almost 50% of his goal from penalty spot. But you can't take anything away from him. And there can still be more penalties for Chelsea, though. But I think the 22, 23 goals, I think I can fancy his chances of breaking them. But the 29 goals,
29 is where he's actually going to find it hard to break that the Drogba record. But when it comes to Bank and Frank Lampard, I think he might actually fancy his chances of breaking those records. When you look at the Chelsea wingers, it's very much easy for Chelsea to get more penalties. Noni Madueke always gets into positions that put opponents or the opposing defender in difficult situations, so you always win penalties. Even Cole Palmer himself knows how to get into those situations. Nicholas Jackson also gets into those situations to win Chelsea penalty. If you're not having centre backs who are actually disciplined enough enough to go into tackles. You always get penalties. Chelsea always get penalties against those defenders.
All right. Palmer has converted all 9 of the penalties he has taken in the Premier League. Only Yaya Toure, who played 11 and scored 11, has a better 100 conversion rate in the competition history.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Then only 5 players have ever reached double figure for penalties scored in a single season. Alan Shearer in 1994 scored 10. Andrew Johnson in 2004 to 2005 scored 11. Lampard in 2009-10 scored 10. Steven Gerrard in 2013-14 scored 10. And Luka Molvijovic in 2018-2019 scored 10.
The good thing about what's it called, Cole Palmer, is that he doesn't put his penalty in just one position, so it's always hard to read those kind of strikers. Let me take you back to that game between Real Madrid and Manchester City. It was very much easy to read Bernardo Silva for the Real Madrid goalkeeper, and because mostly he's always playing his penalty into the middle, so it was very much easy to read him. When you look at Cole Palmer, the way he took his penalty against Manchester City, blasted that into the back of the net, is very much different from the way he took it against Everton, where he went for the near position. So you can't really predict players like that. You don't know where he's going to take it. Only if your instinctual, or if you have that instinct of just dived and you dived rightly into that position, that is where you might find it easy. We've seen him done Paneka also this season, which shows that every angle. It reminds me of Eden Hazard whenever he's taking penalty. You don't really know which technique he's going to take for that penalty shootout. Cole Palmer is a fantastic penalty taker any day. So that weakness is not really there. Until that weakness is there, that is when an opposing team can actually work on it. So I think he'll be getting that onto that double figure, because Chelsea will still get a lot of penalties this season.
Yeah, Chelsea will also get a victory here for Chelsea.
How can he not put
go with your head?
He saw he used his hand to even support his head.
Reminds me of players like
That's what I say. It's more psychological.
Reminds me of players like Mitrovic when he was at Newcastle and Fulham. Those are players that they just put their whole body, the head and anything into the ball first.
Just a deflected effort.
The consequence of what is going to happen.
Yeah.
But they put their head. If he has gone into that with a strong header, that might be going into the back of the net.
That most likely will.
One of the best chances you can get in the game is with headers.
Yeah.
Goalkeepers can't predict the weight and the flight of that header. So that would have been the best chance. I don't really understand why he was trying to chest that ball in that situation. You're not the Didier Drogba or Babatov. Babatov or Didier Drogba might have been the one who could have gummed that ball onto their body and hold on to that ball and take a shot immediately.
Agbabola. All right, a victory here will drag Chelsea level with Newcastle United and Manchester United in the race for European football. Despite fierce criticism of both Pochettino, they are currently enjoying their longest unbeaten run in the Premier League since 2021, avoiding defeat in 8 straight games, 4 win, 4 draw, 6 February defeat, lost to Wolves.
Yeah, when you see that the guys are just trying to, rack up what they can from the end of the season. This is a fierce battle. Form mostly is thrown out of the window, and it now becomes what some Igbos will call Agbe Mogbe. You will kill me here. Edo, sorry. You will kill me here today. So that's the situation on ground right now, and it promises to be an exciting end of the season for this Premier League season.
All right. But a loss here today for Chelsea. Do you see them catching up with the European?
They can. It's just 3 points off Europa League spot, which is Man U, and Chelsea has a better goal difference. They don't have it. Chelsea had a goal, a game in hand ahead of Man U, 2 games in hand ahead of West Ham. So when you look at it from that perspective, as Man U 2 will play tomorrow, I think, or day after tomorrow. So when you look at all those factors in play, you have to say that there's still the Champions League, the Europa League spot is still very, very much open right there.
All right, talking about Arsenal, a victory here for Arsenal today will take Arsenal 4 points ahead of Manchester City, with Manchester City having a game in hand.
2 games.
2 games in hand, and 3 points ahead of Liverpool, just with the game in hand. But do you think Liverpool is ready to lose any match?
I think Liverpool are not really.
I mean, Liverpool and Manchester City. Did you see any of them losing any match?
Liverpool might lose a game because they are not really in that position, or they are not really in that promising momentum. But I think they've lost that zeal and that passion. They've looked at it like that. So Manchester City might actually be hard to actually meet on the table. Because you have to look at it that I think the three of them will still has Tottenham to play, so they might actually fancy their chance against Tottenham. But when you look at Manchester City remaining fixture, you have to look at it that it will take a miracle for Manchester City to lose any of those games.
Yeah, it will take. So wherever you are watching us from, you can be part of this show, and you can send in your messages, and you can also call in via Zoom, and you can also call in via our number is in front of the screen. So overall, Mate, can you just summarize what you've seen in the first half so far? Are you impressed with what Chelsea has played so far?
Yeah, it's a balanced game in the first half. It's a game that Chelsea has been lucky, though Arsenal too has been lucky with those clear-cut chances not getting into the back of the net. But when you look at the whole game, it has been a fierce battle. The two teams coming into the game, Chelsea slowly going into that encounter, but with the way it is going right now, I think it's still open. Chelsea can fancy their chances, but Arsenal is that team that is in control, in cruise control of the game. But hey, it's football, anything can happen. We've seen a team leading 2-0 and still coming back to lose that encounter. So you have to keep your head up, stay in the game, because Arsenal wants this 3 points the most.
Yeah.
And if they lose it, it will spell goodbye to the title race.
Yeah, if Arsenal lose this one, it will spell goodbye to the title race. Then let's look at the bench and let's see the possible people that can come in the second half and change the face of the game. For Arsenal, we are having Gabriel Jesus, Jorginho, Kiwo, Martinelli, Nketiah, Ramsdale. That's another goalkeeper. We have Smith Rowe, Vera, and Zinchenko. Then for Arsenal, from Chelsea bench, we are having Bettinelli, Kaisade, Chalobah, Chukwuemeka, David Washington, Diaz, Silva, Thiago Silva, the old wine, and Sterling, then Torian.
I think when you look at the Chelsea bench, it has to be Raheem Sterling. Might just be the name you go to. It might just be the go-to player for Chelsea you expect to come into that game to do the good thing for Chelsea. There's a need to bring Raheem Sterling into this encounter. I think when you look at the wing, we've not really seen the Chelsea winger Modric grown into this game. I would prefer Modric playing as a 10. Probably Enzo Fernandez should be withdrawn in this game, so Gallagher can just move back into the central midfield position. Put Mirko Modric or Sterling in that 10 position. It's very much needed. They need a player who has that attacking mindset instinct in him to link up play between him and between him and Nicholas Jackson in the second half. They did well after considering that goal in the first half, but getting that ball into the final position has really been a problem. So let's see if they can grow onto that in the second half.
Yeah, let's see if they can grow onto that in the second half. And let's look at the missing player. Chelsea having a lineup of 10 missing players. But out of those 10 missing players, only 2 are out due to illness, and that is Cole Palmer and Robert Sanchez. The rest are injury. Chilwell, Colwill, Fofana goes to James Levia, Nkoko, Ugo Chuku. Those are the people. So
that injury list you are just mentioning is going to be this Chelsea first 11. They are going to be this Chelsea first 11. They should play together.
Yeah, because when you look at it,
quality players.
Yeah,
no
you look at Fofana, fantastic defender on the stage.
That's a player
we really miss him.
He would have been the direct replacement for a player like Thiago Silva. He would have reduced Thiago Silva with lot of stress this season.
And I just hope that he can actually come back.
Double ACL?
Before
and the only Arsenal player that was on injury is out. So Arsenal is not having an injury. Timber is out of injury now.
He's back.
Yeah, but it's not on the line. But yeah. So, but he's out of injury.
He played the under 21 or the developmental squad
Good.
over the weekend. So I think
Good.
he's back. Probably from the next game, we might be seeing back.
Mm.
After that injury in the first game, I think against Wolverhampton, big money signing from Ajax, with a lot of expectations. So have expected him to, just get into that Arsenal side, effortlessly. So it's really good to see Timber back. And looking at this, this is an injury Chelsea really wants to see. That is Nicholas Jackson.
Won't really want to see.
Because when you look at the bench, there's no striker.
There can be no striker, but there can be an inverted player that can
Maybe
play up
the
front.
David Washington.
All right, the
Yeah,
match have started and
you
it is
can
46
test
minutes going to 47 minutes. 2 minutes into the second half, and it is a free kick against Arsenal, and Gallagher is there to take it.
Yeah, Gallagher takes this one into the box and headed out by the Arsenal player. Still Chelsea in control of the ball right now. Gallagher finds Gilchrist, who finds Enzo Fernandez, cuts into space, cuts back right there. Couldn't maximize the potential of those space in front of him. Gallagher running to the left-hand side of the attack for Chelsea. Cucurella returns it back to Badashil. Badashil right there returns it straight to Gallagher right there. And it's Chelsea trying to turn defense into attack. Gallagher running into space, running down the line, drops the pass, but there was nobody right there.
Mudryk is having a stink half game today against Arsenal. This is not what you expect from him. Against a team that wanted to do everything possible to get you.
Him, yeah.
So these are against the teams you expect him to actually give a good performance. But today it has really been a stinker performance from him. But I think the only positivity about him is that you don't really whenever he's giving this type of stinker game, out of nowhere he might just come with that run and get that goal for Chelsea.
My God, what kind of pass is that from
Look at
Badashil?
defensive error, and it is Arsenal. 1-0. What a save again! Save again from
What is wrong with Badashil?
When you look at Badashil, you always know that every game he's always having that one error pass. Reminds me of a player like David Luiz. For every good performance David Luiz gives for Chelsea, you always give one error pass. That was a crazy pass. Terrible pass. But I think the goalkeeper Petrovic came to his rescue there. Good save from Petrovic there for Chelsea to keep this game 1-0. I think Petrovic has really been the reason why this game has been 1-0.
Yeah, he has been the reason. And he was the reason why it's 1-0.
He's the reason why this game is 1-0. But three fantastic saves from him this game already.
Point blank save right there in that encounter. So throwing to Arsenal. Finds Odegaard right there with the ball right now. Finds Partey straight to Arsenal teammate. Ball plays the shot, but went way off target. Odegaard couldn't bring his shot on target.
I also by the end of the day, Arsenal won't blame themselves for these chances they're missing in this game. There's still a lot of clear-cut chances in this encounter for them to, go double their lead in this game. And if they're not getting that second goal, I think Chelsea might just grow in momentum and feel like, yes, they can also fancy getting a draw.
What is this
really
from Mudryk? Mudryk giving the pass straight to Declan Rice right there. Declan Rice attacking with the ball, finds Lisandro Trossard and drops it down, but lose possession to Gallagher, who has been really adding a lot defensively. Partey right there, and his pass was blocked.
What's this?
My God, what is this miscommunication from the Chelsea setup right there? So the ball finds Ben White, who gives it to Bukayo Saka, who is trying to attack down the right, finds Odegaard. Odegaard with the ball now, returns it straight to Ben White. Ben White finds Odegaard. Odegaard with that
pass. What a save again for from Petrovic.
Wow, good pass there. Good pass right from there. Look at that pass from Odegaard. He understood the movement. He understood the movement of Kai Havertz. Look at that. This is not the first time I've seen Odegaard with that pass. The first splitting pass, and that was almost going to the back of the net. That was almost beating Petrovic, but luckily the way he went down, he was able to save that. And you can see the hunger on the face of Kai Havertz. He just wants to get one over his former employers in this encounter.
Yeah, former employers right there. So corner kick to Arsenal at this point in time. The referee today having a discussion with Marco Carella. I think there was an altercation between him and Ben White right there. So Petrovic in goal. Bukayo Saka standing next to the corner kick. Can he maximize this opportunity to make it 2 for Arsenal. Plays this shot straight to Odegaard, returns it to Bukayo Saka, pass down, shoots, and
Oh, at last, it's 2
That's
for
the second
Arsenal.
and
goal.
it's
Oh.
2 for
Ben White.
Arsenal.
As Ben White with the second goal for the Gunners. Great game of football for Arsenal. Early second half goal for them also to double the lead, just like they did in the first half. Getting the second goal under 10 minutes, which is really great for Arsenal. And now they have the game in the pocket. They can go all out for the killer against Chelsea now.
Yeah, they can go all out for the killer right there. Terrible goal to concede at this point in time. Early first half goal and another early second half goal. So let's see what really happened in that box.
Look at that. What's this? What kind of defending was
What
this?
is
There was a
this?
deflection, and he was just free on the ball, and the ball just got
No,
to
right
him.
from the corner kick, there was
Against
nobody,
the run
there
of
was nobody
play.
covering that in the box in
Yeah.
that corner kick. And you're giving us now all these chances. Another deflection from a Chelsea player in this encounter. What's that? Oh, who was that? I think that was Gallagher with that deflection.
Yeah, but I think the ball was going in.
Good
Wow.
one, good one, good one for Arsenal.
So 2-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium right there in this encounter. So Chelsea will start play. Fans go Christ. Axel Disasi straight to Petrovic. Petrovic with the ball finds Badashil. Terrible centre back pairing today for Chelsea.
No, right from the start of the game, we knew that was going to be a terrible centre
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
We've seen a lot of errors from them this season, and when we saw that centre back pair, we also predicted it that it's really going to be a long day or a long night for Chelsea fans, because they're not seeing Badashil and Disasi. It hasn't really worked well. Though it worked well when they were both playing for AS Monaco, but it hasn't really worked well for them at Chelsea.
Yeah, it does not work well for them at Chelsea, but I still don't understand why Mauricio Pochettino will not go with Chalobah and Axel Disasi.
Looking at this game, there's no I think there's no formation, or there's no philosophy in this game, or this is the way, this is the pattern we really want to play. It's just some kick and follow for Chelsea in this encounter. Even Manchester United tried better against Arsenal than what Chelsea are doing in this game.
What Chelsea are doing in this game right there, long ball forward, Gilchrist sets it forward right there, and it's still okay, he's going to be a throw into Chelsea at this point in time. 54th minute of that encounter at the Emirates Stadium. Gilchrist about to take this throw in. Is Arsenal leading 2-0 right there at the Emirates Stadium?
Yeah, Arsenal needing 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium. It has been an end-to-end battle. But hey, look at that goal scored. Looking at the defense of Chelsea, they have the move, they have the runnings, but the technical ability, technically defending, is a major problem from Chelsea, starting from the midfield.
No. Looking at it in this game, I think you have to look at Gilchrist's position. That's really been one of the unseen positions in this game, and when you look at Leonard Trossard's goal in this game, it has really been from Trossard's position and from Gilchrist's position. And that second goal considered, you can look at it that it was against the run of play. So I don't think that should have been a defensive error for Chelsea. But the biggest problem in this game has been the midfield. The midfield has really been overrun by Arsenal in this encounter. They need to get their house in order in that midfield. You can't be playing two pivot players in the midfield. And the midfield is being overrun by 3 midfielders. It's uncalled for.
Terrible.
Yeah.
This,
And another thing about Trossard is I remain one of those players who scored back to back.
There'll always be another thing for you.
Yeah.
That's nice leading.
Yeah, the reverse feature was 2-2. In the reverse feature, so Chelsea went ahead 2-0 against Arsenal, but 2 late goals.
There's no late goal. There's no coming back.
Yeah, so
Arsenal
Arsenal now came back. Trossard scored 1, and now he has scored back to back. Go reverse and
there's no coming back in this game. Either way, a third goal in this game. It's going to be Arsenal scoring the third goal, because Chelsea are not looking like a team that wants to score in this game.
Yeah, Chelsea not looking like a team that want to score in this game. And it is Arsenal through Thomas Partey beating up from the defense line. Back to Gabriel there. And Gabriel back to Saliba. Saliba to Ben White. And that is the movement through Kai Havertz to Partey again. And then on and on and on. Arsenal with the ball.
Yeah, Arsenal with the ball right there. Thomas Partey finds Saliba. Saliba sends it straight to Gabriel. Gabriel under pressure right there, and loses.
Oh,
the referee says
it's clear on. Why was it falling there?
And Other guy.
Oh, look at that beautiful pass. And it's a goal! Kai Havertz made it!
He's going to celebrate against the Chelsea fans. That's a good one from our Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
He has always been he has been hungry for this goal against Chelsea.
Yeah.
And he got that on the platter. Good goal for Kai Havertz. Scoring against Chelsea's former employees. You know, the fans never gave him that, what's it called? That support when he was at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I'm really going to take that celebration from him. Good goal from Kai Havertz. Good celebration from him against Chelsea. They need to give some of these players, that support cast whenever they play for Chelsea. It's really going to be an all-star, reception for him whenever he comes to the Stamford Bridge next. I also hope that goal will be cancelled for offside.
Yeah, let's see if
It will be cancelled.
not be cancelled right
No,
there.
I think it has to be that foul on what's it called? No, this is not offside.
No, offside. That's not offside.
I think,
That's a
the
clean
foul,
goal.
the foul on this guy, on what's it called? Might just be the one to be checked. But it's not. Is it a foul?
I think it's a foul.
Or he
I
battled him
think
down?
it's a foul.
Let's see
think
what
it's a foul.
VR decision will be.
Against who?
I guess
Against
Arsenal.
Arsenal. I think that.
Ah.
it's a
Hey,
foul.
it was Zeddy. God.
But let's see what VR will bring to play right there. But for now, Arsenal just scored the third goal. But let's see if it will stand.
Look at the celebration from Kai Havertz.
Yeah, nice
You know.
makers.
We've seen a lot of players when they score against a
It's
former,
ca- it
former
counts.
team. They
It's
don't.
It counts.
they don't-
3-0.
When they score against a former team, they don't celebrate. But look at
Yeah,
this
he
beautiful
has to
celebration.
celebrate that because the fans they never gave him that support cast last season. A lot of bashing on Kai Havertz when he was playing for Chelsea last season. After he didn't really have that big support from Chelsea fans, so you can't really fault him for celebrating this goal.
Yeah, so actually.
But even the Arsenal fan, when he came to Arsenal, they didn't give him that chance initially.
Well,
At
they
first,
started supporting.
yeah, because he had a very good 8 games without a goal. But when he started scoring, the team started
But
coming.
you have to observe some Chelsea fans not supporting him. He lost too many chances last season. Too many. It was too many. We saw it here at the studio. A lot of clear-cut chances. You can't really explain why he's losing those chances. So if they don't support him, I'm not against it. But he scored important goals. But with this celebration, he has himself cancelled his status as a Chelsea legend. He's not going to be really.
It's really going to be a
respected at
hostile
Chelsea
game
anymore.
whenever he comes
You
back to
hostile
Stamford.
environment
Whenever he
for
comes to
him.
Stamford
Yeah,
Bridge.
so
All right.
The fans won't forget.
Yeah,
don't
all right.
forget.
The fans will forget. And already it's 3-0. Probably somebody predicted 3-1. We don't know how 3 is going to be.
Who is that? Okay. On this program.
No, not on
this
this
show
program.
lights.
Not on this program. Not show like that. I was saying, I hope it's not going to be opposite.
No, I'm just asking. No, because I can't remember someone predicting on the program. So I don't know where that 3-1 is coming from.
All right. It is 3-0 and it is still Arsenal again.
Jaffa, if
Another
they'll be-
moment of a counter here. Will they make it again for the second time? He has 2 options on him. But hey, he decided to dribble, but hey, he has been dispossessed of the ball.
The guy, if there'll be another goal in this game, it's still going to be Arsenal scoring the 4th one.
All right, it is Arsenal again inside the 18 box. Through Tomiyasu cross there. Oh, to Kai Havertz. What did he do with the ball? But he decided to go back to his teammate there. But hey, shot there blocked. Another one blocked from Thomas Partey. Good blocking from the defense of Chelsea.
No, not good defense, not good blocking. They shouldn't be blocking that and losing possession back to the Arsenal team. So it's not really a good blocking there. There was nothing good about that blocking there from the Chelsea players.
Nothing good, and it is Gay Christ who will be. Is that a substitution? Yeah, it's like it's
That's a goal kick
A goal
to
kick.
Chelsea right there. 61st minute of that encounter is Arsenal leading 3 goals to 0. But I think this is a foul. This is a
This should have been a foul. This should have been
This
a
is
foul.
a foul.
Because he
This-
got the ball. He was moving away with the
It
ball.
was moving
he was-
away, and also a stamp at the back. You see, I don't know the officiating of English football. It's terrible. It's really, really terrible right there. So Chelsea with the ball right there, Noni Madueke running into space, finds Nicholas Jackson. What a miss!
1-on-1 with the goalkeeper again. You know,
Jackson
Even the assistant manager was surprised.
Jackson being Jackson. No. I'm not always surprised when Jackson misses passes.
What is
I had one.
Why is he not passing that? Why
Eh?
is he not passing that? At least that was Noni Madueke giving.
1-on-1 with the goalkeeper.
Drop that pass back to Noni Madueke.
I had one.
I'm not surprised.
I
I'm
had
not
one.
surprised,
One
no
Chelsea.
doubt.
One Arsenal fan was saying because Nicolas Anelka did well. You people went to bring another Nicholas.
So, goal kick to Arsenal at this point in time. Nicholas Jackson is having a season he will really want to forget. So, Gabriel right there plays that long one forward, intercepted by Chelsea right there. Enzo Fernandez with the ball finds Noni Madueke with the ball right there, trying to cut in and finds Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez with the ball right now, trying to find time and space. Returns it back to Axel Disasi. Disasi back to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez turns back, returns it to Disasi. Mrs.
Caicedo. Ow.
Lost possession, intercepted back by Badiashile, who is gradually growing into his Badiashile we used to know last season.
At the 62nd minute.
Yeah, so straight to Marco Carella, who controls back into the Chelsea half right there. Badiashile returns it back to the goalkeeper. 3-0 at the Emirates Stadium. If Chelsea didn't have showed up for this game, it would have been awarded 3-0 and a walkover. So it's more or less looking like a game that Chelsea failed to show up right there. So it's Enzo Fernandez find Gallagher straight to Badiashile, who finds Marco Carella right there. He gives it to Mudryk with the ball, and still holding on to the ball finds Moses Caicedo, who sends it straight to Gilchrist right there. Finds Enzo Fernandez, and it's Chelsea trying to build up on the attack. Gallagher on the run, cross into the box, but he eluded everybody and finds Kai Havertz, who is going to happily attack with the ball right there.
All right, and we're having a message here from Mary Olugbude, who said Arsenal will definitely win Chelsea today. It is glaring that Arsenal will win by 4-0 to Chelsea. To the Chelsea fans in the house, I hope you are still with your breath. Breathe well.
We're still breathing. We're still breathing. It's a game of football. You know, it's either win, lose, or draws.
You know, the question should be directed back to Olugbodi, because I don't know how they are breathing with this nearly FC that is so used to so close but never. And they will never win this season again. So I think it's a shame to us now. The fans, I don't know how they sleep and wake up. It's really, really a terrible time to be an Arsenal fan. Really, really terrible. We understand that Chelsea is in transition, but a golden era for Arsenal without winning any spoon. Wow. Yeah.
But that's not right now as it stands. 4 points.
You have to give it to them that they've actually improved from last season, and this is not really the Arsenal side we've always seen. You have to give it to Mikel Arteta with the work he has done at this Arsenal team. But you know, just the same way Arsenal was in transition and how much they've grown into that team and understood each other movement, I think Chelsea will also grow into that that state.
All right, and it's Arsenal through Kai Havertz. Can he make it a brace against the Super team? And he got it! A brace for Kai Havertz against Chelsea at the Emirates. 4-0. What a moment for Kai Havertz.
And you know, as at 2-0, you will expect Pochettino to react from the bench.
Good substitution.
And he's just busy looking.
And they defeated, what's it called, Everton 6-0. I think they're on points also drew 6-0 today.
So
wow.
Honestly, I think sometimes you have to question Pochettino. It's a terrible starting 11. Really, really terrible starting 11 from Pochettino. You know, since we saw the starting 11, we already knew that it was going to be a terrible night for Chelsea. How can you see a terrible 11? How can you start Christ?
It's like Shegun, when you saw the lineup, it says it's going to be 5-0.
Yeah,
you know, it's like we're gradually getting to that.
It's looking like it's going to be 6-0.
It's a terrible starting 11. You know,
when
we both said it. We said it when we saw it. There's going to be a whitewash. It was just an evident thing, and I don't know how blind Pochettino can be not to see this. Even an ordinary fan that we didn't go to a coaching school can see this, and he that went to a coaching school couldn't. How can you be giving now it will be bringing out Gilchrist when the damage is already done? This is stupidity in coaching.
At what point? Why?
Yeah.
You know, I think Pochettino have issues with his substitution. I don't know what.
Not just substitution. He has issues with the starting 11 sometimes. You know, when you see the game between Everton and Chelsea, you see that balance. Because there was a natural guy
I
playing
called for this. I called for Enzo to be.
it's just I don't know what's wrong with Pochettino. Terrible starting 11 from him. He has the chunk of the blame for what happened to Chelsea today.
We have chalk of the blame of what happened to Chelsea today. And it is Chelsea with the ball right now. Two substitution, two players in for Chelsea. Sterling and Chalobah in for Chelsea. Let's see what
trying to play more defensive game, try to hold on to the back. And Gyökeres is still in this game, so at least him trying to fortify the defense more, playing with 5 men at the back. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to not concede more goals in this game and not make it look embarrassing. But look at it, Arsenal are going to get more goals in this game.
Yeah, it looks like a game that Arsenal will get more goals right there. 68 straight to David Raya. Easy catch for David Raya, the Spanish international right there.
Yeah, easy catch. It is Arsenal again building up from the defense, but decide to go back to the goalkeeper David Raya, who tried to connect to Tomiyasu. He got him, and Tomiyasu, the ball ran into the midfield. Decide to go to the left wing, throw Ben White to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey changed position far to the right wing there. And it is Arsenal from the midfield. They've destroyed the midfield right now. And they try to counter here, but look at that cover-up play there. But it is still Arsenal through Tomiyasu. Back again to Gabriel from Gabriel. And it is Arsenal all over and over.
Yeah, it's Arsenal in possession of the ball. Odegaard with the ball right now. Returns it back to Saliba. Saliba finds Gabriel. Gabriel, the Brazilian international right there, returns it to Saliba, who is the French international. Finds Odegaard. Odegaard returns it to David Raya, Spanish international. And I think many of these guys will be present at the Euro 2024 right there. Tomiyasu attacking with the ball right there. Send it straight to Kayaba, touchdown to Partey. Partey finds Ben White. Straight to Bukayo Saka, who is trying to attack with the ball now. One-on-one with Cucurella, who turns it straight to Odegaard. Finds Ben White, cross into the box.
Goal! Ben White is double.
A brace for Ben White.
I want this game to end like 6-0. So probably tomorrow morning they're going to see the need to sack and Pochettino. I want it to end like 6-0. Good 5-0. Good 5-0 lead.
Probably Arsenal want to revenge for Everton.
No, this is one thing Chelsea fans won't really take. Chelsea losing 5-0 against Arsenal is actually a bad result. You won't take this. Good goal from Ben White. Double goal for him already in the second half.
Yeah, it's Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0 in this encounter. When you look at it, with that starting 11, we are analysts and we could predict that this would happen.
Outside, not outside.
No, I don't
There's still more goals in this game.
Yeah.
There's still more goals. Where was Petrovic here?
This is not Petrovic's fault. When you look at it,
No,
look
he
at
was trying
that
to
ball.
pass that, not even trying to.
Yeah, so you won't blame him. Look at where he was. Look at that touch on the ball. There was no way he could get to
5-0.
that.
More goals to come. 6-0, 7-0. 70th minute, there's still 20 minutes to play.
Yeah, you know that we seated here at the start of the game, seeing the lineup, we knew this would happen. How Pochettino didn't know?
No. You know how it went from bad to worse. You can't be losing 1-0 at halftime and you come into the second half and conceded 4 goals. It's actually really, really, really bad for Chelsea. And look at Arsenal's substitution, taking Kai Havertz out and bringing in Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli. It shows that Arsenal are really coming out for the next 20 minutes to get more goals against this Chelsea team.
Yeah, they need those goal cushion. It's the end of the season, and they want to compete to at least try to win the league that I think they will never win this season. Look at Trossard right there with that touch. And when you see it, it looks more like a game that is done and dusted already. Arsenal has won this one, and I think they are good to go right there.
Yeah, all right. And one thing again about Arsenal, I think the team that have kept the highest number of clean sheets. I don't think whether they're going to get another clean sheet in this encounter today. 15 clean sheets in the Premier League so far this season. No team has come close. I think it's only 2 teams that have come close that are having 10. But 15 clean sheets for Arsenal is a very good one for them.
Yeah, you don't say 2 teams that have never. You say this season.
This is the only team that have come close.
Specific,
Yeah.
Yeah, so this season, if they have a clean sheet in this game, it will make it 16 right there. So, Jorginho with the ball right there finds Gabriel, who returns it back to Saliba. Saliba finds Declan Rice and straight to Ben White, who has scored 2 goals today. Straight to Jorginho, who sends it forward, but Gilchrist blocks that one. Finds Noni Madueke with the ball right now and finds Axel Desasi Badashir with the ball and returns it back to Petrovic right there. Petrovic with the ball right now sends it forward right there and straight to Arsenal, who gets the ball back, and Badashir has that one out, and it's going to be a long night for Chelsea. Let's see if this 5-0 will not turn to 6-0 right there or 8-0.
No, it's looking like there's still a goal. It's coming this game for Arsenal. Maybe 6-0 at the end of the day.
Yeah, so Noni Madueke running into the box.
What's this? What's this? What's
saved
this?
by David
It's
Raya.
this ball. It's this
Right
ball. It's this ball.
All right, that is the situation. Arsenal missed another one again, and it is Chelsea missed another one again. But right now it is Arsenal with the ball trying to build up all over again. They've been countering us against Chelsea in this encounter. Yeah, building up all over from through Saliba to Ben White. Ben White now with give that one to Martinelli, who decided to run in. It has to Arsenal with them. They go to middle through the middle, but he has been blocked there by the Chelsea defense. Blocked there by the Chelsea defense, and Chelsea who have turned defend to attack, but they decide to go back. To the goalkeeper Petrovic, who has been one outstanding, but 5 goals.
Outstanding considered 5 goals. I think that has to be sarcasm there. There's nothing being, outstanding.
But if you look at the number of saves he made, the saves he made,
look at the number of saves, but he has considered 5 goals.
And if you look at some of the goals scored against him, you will not actually see that his fault.
Considered 5 goals. There's nothing outstanding in that performance. There's no doubt. Every member of this team are culprit to whatever is happening to Chelsea in this game. So there's no removing one person. You can't concede 5 goals and you're telling me that has been outstanding performance from him.
All right, you can hear that. That is not outstanding at all for considering 5 goals. But he has saved a lot of goals here today in this encounter. Probably we'll be talking about 7-8-0 here, but through his
at the point we'll get to 6-0. No doubt.
All right, and it's Chelsea again who are playing do I say all men in the half of Chelsea, all men in the half of Arsenal have field. And that is what they have decided to play since the substitution. That is, they want to cage Arsenal right now, but it's going to work.
They're trying to get one goal in this game at least. Cancel that 0. I don't want your shirts. I want you to fight for the Blues for our UTC. What is that?
Yeah, I want you to fight for our UTC. UTC. What does UTC mean? Yeah, I don't know. All right, throw into Chelsea.
Why is he not bringing Caicedo into this game?
I don't understand Pochettino. This is one of the most horrible decisions I've seen him make this season. There's no excuse for him. There's no excuse for him in this game. When you have Gilchrist and you give him a first start against Arsenal, an inform Arsenal.
No, this is his first start.
This is his first start in the Premier League this season. And you give him against a team like Arsenal, who is very dangerous at the Emirates. So he brought this upon himself. Honestly, terrible night for Chelsea.
I'll really be surprised if he's not sacked tomorrow. He's not getting his sacking letters tomorrow.
He won't get this. I don't know what the name to call them. I don't know who brought these guys to Chelsea. Really terrible time for them. The really terrible decisions. The players they brought in, inexperience, going through a season without experience. These are the things, the conversations. Look at that pass from Sterling.
That's an experienced player.
Yes, Sterling.
Experienced player. Arsenal back in possession against Chelsea as David Raya, who is on the ball, the Spanish goalkeeper, and it's Gabriel who is currently down. I think this has to be time wasting as we approach the 77th and getting straight into the 78th minute. Arsenal are not in a rush to attack against Chelsea right now. 5-0 the lead at the Emirates Stadium. 5-star performance from Arsenal, and they are still looking capable of getting the 6th goal against Chelsea in this encounter. This might just be a season, a time to reflect from the Chelsea board, and not just the board alone, but the players and the manager. We'll wait to see what decision will be made by the Chelsea board going tomorrow morning. It's going to be the ball still in the hands of the Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya, who has the highest number of clean sheets this season. This is Chelsea preparing to substitution. Is one man who's playing his last season for Chelsea. And it's Gilchrist, who has been finally withdrawn at the 78th minute. Casede and Thiago Silva will be coming in for the remaining 30 minutes of this encounter. Noni Madueke also part of that substitution from Mauricio Pochettino. And it's looking like the Chelsea manager.
There are some things that it is sheer. I don't want to use the word that is coming to my mind, but it is just sheer. It is sheer annoying, a very, very terrible decision when you are going to the Emirates, a team that has been solid at home, and you bench your best centre back, number one. Number two, your right back, you are starting a newbie at the right back position. Honestly, I don't know what else.
Sometimes I begin to wonder.
This season is just like a movie.
Sometimes I begin to wonder: is it that there is this agreement between the management of Chelsea and Pochettino? Hey, use this season to experiment.
I don't understand.
I don't understand why will you be doing this kind of
There's
substitution?
no agreement like that. I think
Not about the substitution. When they were walking into the stadium, when we saw that formation, we were talking here in the we were saying it here in the studio that this is a game that Chelsea will lose woefully. And even an analyst could see that, but the coach who went to a coaching school and had spells with Tottenham, Champions League final, PSG, Champions League semi-final, couldn't see it that way. It is terrible. There's nothing else we can say about it. Because if we say that we were not expecting this, we'll be joking. Because me and Shegun right here, we were just saying it jokingly that this is a game that is gone. And it is gone. Honestly, Pochettino has a lot of questions.
It's not a good record for Pochettino. 8 matches at the Emirates without a victory.
It is not none of my business with that. Come to Emirates and bring the best legs you can. We are not saying bring those players that are injured. We are saying the ones that are available, play the best leg. How can you explain to me that the centre back is started are better than Chalobah and Thiago Silva? How can you explain to me? Gilchrist.
Or probably maybe it was the rotation or what?
It's not about rotation at the Emirates. You don't rotate in some stadium. You go with your best legs. You don't do all some things now. When you look at the way the formation is being set up, it's just like just go into this game, and if you lose, like already losing the game without kicking a ball.
All right, that is the situation in this encounter, and we have seen 4 yellow cards in this encounter so far. 2 for Arsenal, 2 for Chelsea. With Gilchrist, we got 1 yellow card. Cucurella got 1. Trossard got 1. Then Mikel Arteta, the coach of Arsenal, got 1 in this encounter. And let's quickly look at the statistic of this encounter so far. If we talk about ball possession, Arsenal have had a lesser ball possession, 45. Well, Chelsea has actually dominated possession.
Well, they've dominated possession. You see, it's not really about dominating a possession that really matters in a game of football. It's the end product. Putting that ball into the back of the net. That is what justifies the end. What you're doing with the ball. They've held on to the ball so much in this game. They've dominated ball possession. That is the number of passes holding on to the ball. But Arsenal are the ones who have put the ball into the back of the net. You see why I don't really enjoy statistics and possession of it in a game of football is that you can actually, hold on to the ball in your defense and your midfield. And at the end of the day, how many attacks has Chelsea done in this game? You have to look at the number of shots on target in this game, and you'll be so disappointed in Chelsea's attacking players.
Yeah, okay, like then a goal attempt, 24 goal attempts for Arsenal, where 7
25 shots for Arsenal.
Yeah, 24. Then 7.
Go! That's it. 6. Oh, wow. That should have been the 6th goal. Offside.
Offside. That should have been.
That would have been the Clarice goal.
Wow, that was a beautiful move for Arsenal, but it was off.
That was offside. That was
Actually
offside.
off.
That was another. What was that with that pass? Is that not Odegaard again with that pass? There's some kind of crazy passes you get from Odegaard, and you look at this player at the age of 24, the way he's maturing at the right time is really, really good for him.
Then a shot on goal, 9 for Arsenal, 1 for Chelsea.
No doubt. And that is how clinical they are. Having 9 shots on target,
Just 1 for Chelsea.
scoring 5 goals and 1 shot on target for Chelsea. If I'm not mistaken, that 1 shot on target for Chelsea was that Nicholas Jackson rubbish pass in the second half. Shots in the second half. Sorry.
All right, corner kick for Arsenal and 2 for Chelsea. I think that is the 6-6. Others are yellow card, 2-2 for each. I've already talked about that before, and that is Chelsea beating up again from defense.
And when you look at it, this is not how Chelsea laid their foundation when they wanted to start those glory years. It took, even Real Madrid that is winning now, the foundation was laid by Jose Mourinho. Inter that is winning now, foundation by Jose Mourinho. Even Chelsea that won, foundation by Jose Mourinho. These things, you need to start up right. Attitude, character is very important. Now you will see that after this game, these same Chelsea players will be laughing. The Chelsea I knew before, they will almost shed tears into the locker room, into the tunnel. And when you look at it, we saw pictures last week on Saturday where Thiago Silva was crying and Noni was busy shining his teeth as if nothing had happened. It's just a testament to what Chelsea has become, a laughing stock. Honestly, spending 1 billion and becoming a laughing stock. Wow. Actually, football don't stop to surprise us. Now, the guy he should have gone with in this game, Chalobah, is not the guy he's bringing in after they've conceded 5. Honestly.
All right, that is Chelsea with the ball now building up from the midfield. And it is
Gallagher.
Gallagher with the ball, trying to link up play to
Chalobah
to Kaisade. And Kaisade back again to, who is that? Gallagher back. And Sterling with the ball now. Kaisade again. And good link up play there, but still in a dangerous situation here, close to the 18 box of Arsenal. And they cross there, but into the hands of Raya.
So 86 minutes in that game. I don't know why he's...
If they don't sack this guy tomorrow,
honestly,
Chelsea are not serious.
The Chelsea is not serious. This guy is not a serious coach. Because you don't go into Emirates with this kind of rubbish. Honestly, it's sheer rubbish. Starting 11. We saw it and it went the way we predicted it. Exactly. Terrible thing.
Yeah, terrible. And it is the 86 minutes, 4 minutes to play to regulation time. But I think it's a separate Locus.
Yeah, it's gone. It's a game that is beyond the Chelsea reach right there. And Casado finds Thiago Silva. And when you will notice, when Thiago Silva came into that defense, there was a balance. Yeah. Why didn't he start Thiago Silva today? And it's throwing. Casado lost possession right there. And it's going to be a throw-in to Arsenal at this point in time. It looks more like Arsenal has slowed down the attack. Maybe they don't want to score more goals. I don't know.
I won't be surprised if they score more.
Yeah, so Gabriel Jesus, but his pass was intercepted by Badashir. Moses Casado with the ball finds Gallagher. Gallagher finds Chalobah. And Chalobah returns it back to Gallagher in the midfield. It's not Chelsea dominating play
I think
without
next game is against
something.
the next game is against Aston Villa.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
another
think.
big loss.
Yeah, I think it's just a really, really terrible time for Chelsea right there. Really, really terrible. Losing against Man City, losing in a way that they themselves were the architect of their own downfall. And even against Arsenal too, it was still the same. The coach starting this kind of terrible 11.
Just go. Movement.
It's a sweet movement from Arsenal through the right wing. He has one man on me. But he decided to go. A shot! And
Oh, side netting.
what a
Thiago
shot by
Vieira.
Vera. That would have been the 6th goal against Chelsea. And it would have spelled the name Chelsea.
It
Two
won't
spare,
spell it. Chelsea is
Just
still
seven.
67. Okay, we need to
Yeah,
move.
so
Seven.
Chelsea already won this same Arsenal 6-0
Uh,
on the anniversary of. I think it was at Emirates Stadium. now.
1,000 game.
Yeah,
for,
so
what's it called?
If
for
Arsenal is
the
winning
manager.
5-0 right now, they are just trying to catch up. So
Okay.
it's not as if there's a big deal, and they
But
are
this
playing.
is what really matters most. They are beating Chelsea 5-0. It's actually embarrassing.
And it was expected because we predicted it, and it happened like that based on that starting 11. It really, and that's the most painful aspect because we saw it, but the coach couldn't see it. Really, really terrible.
But we should apply for Chelsea coach.
No, it's not about application.
Yeah.
It's about who are the people running the club. Because how you run the club matters a whole lot. Look at Man U spending billions upon billions with nothing to show for it.
Well, maybe one of these days, one of these big clubs can come and pick you. Maybe you can start from somewhere.
Yeah, I can start from somewhere. If it's about
it's
coaching.
like I'm marketing you.
Yeah,
So,
you can market me because it's something that there's something that when you know it naturally by
Yeah.
the grace of God, you know it.
Yeah.
There are some things that when you see danger, you see that it's danger. I'm not the only one that saw it.
Yeah.
Shagun too
Yeah,
saw
Shaggy
it.
saw it. Yeah, he saw it.
It was very clear.
And he even said it's going to be 5-0, 6-0.
It doesn't look like 6-0.
Yeah?
It
And
looks
it's
like 6-0.
exactly the way he predicted it, and it's coming.
Also, more 6-0.
Chineke. Chelsea. Anyway, that is football for you. And but this Chelsea team we are seeing right now with Pochettino maybe staying till next season.
See, the
Maybe something
gaffer.
can come
The
out
They
of
gaffer.
won't sack
The gaffer,
Pochettino.
when you struggle against teams like Brentford, Burnley, and Sheffield
Sheffield
United,
United.
that means you're on the same
But this is his
level.
first season.
I'm coming, you're on the same
That's
level.
not an
It's
excuse.
Not, forces
Chelsea
is
is
never,
not
an,
Arsenal.
it's never an excuse. His forces is never an excuse. We saw Conte in his first season with Chelsea. We know what he won with Chelsea in his first season. The
We all won the
EPL,
league with
the
Chelsea's
league
first
in his
season.
first season.
Di
So
Matteo,
it's
half
not-
season, won
it's
the
not
Champions
always
League.
an excuse that is the first season. No, it's not an excuse.
No. It's not acceptable.
It took Xabi Alonso how many seasons to win the league? 1.5 seasons to win the Bundesliga league.
Unbeaten. So his first season is not an excuse. Chelsea is not a mediocre team. Most likely if Arteta was Chelsea coach then under Abramovich.
Oh, get this goal, Martinelli.
Well, so 7 minutes of additional
This
time
ref is
at
wicked.
the Emirates Stadium.
This ref is wicked.
91st minute of that encounter. That was almost Arsenal making it 6 with that attempt.
What's the need for 7 minutes when you are leading 5-0?
That is the rule of the game. You have to
Yeah,
play
you
by
have
the
to
It's not
play
the rule of the game.
every-
That is not the rule of the game. I think
all
that
the
the
additional
referee
time, all the
3
additional
minutes or 4 minutes will have been enough. You can't be leading 5-0. It's wasted what's got at that time. I don't see any reason for 7 minutes. But it's not like just are going to score 7 goals in 7 minutes. What's that?
And it is a long cross there for Arsenal.
Beat your man.
Body check his
Win the
man
ball.
there. And he has him to beat 1, 2, 3. Oh, Gabriel Jesus. He tried beating his man, but hey. he rather
But
beat
seriously, I really
himself.
want to see Arsenal scoring that 6 goal. I really want to see them scoring that 6 goal in this game.
Yeah, so Chalobah plays it forward to no
To-
man's land. Straight, Saliba finds his teammate right there. And there is Vieira right there. Sticking streams of one touch in the center circle. Is Arsenal coasting home without victory? They deserve it because they've been the most clinical side in this encounter. Created chances and they've taken their chances right there. So Jorginho with the ball finds Odegaard. Odegaard with a long pass forward for Martinelli to chase, but there was too much weight on that pass. Straight to Petrovic, who finds Badashil at the 3rd minute of additional time right there. And Thiago Silva in possession of the ball right there finds Moises Caicedo straight to Thiago Silva, who finds Axel Disasi, and says Disasi finds Gallagher, who lose possession of the ball right there, and it's Ben White running into the box, blocked off, but no one to react to it, and straight to Chaloba, who sends it forward to Raheem Sterling right there, who turns and running into space, trying to play in Jackson right there. But David Raya clears that one off danger right there. So it's Kasede with the ball right now. Finds Axel Disasi straight to Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo with the ball finds Thiago Silva, who finds Badashil. And straight to Gallagher. Gallagher with the ball right now. And finds Caicedo. Caicedo with the ball finds Chaloba. Chaloba finds Caicedo. And it's Chelsea tossing the ball around as if they are the ones leading 5-0 in this encounter. So Caicedo with the ball right there. Finds Jackson up front. Jackson turns and almost lost possession successfully.
Look at the movement of Caicedo is coming into this.
We're having some messages here. Let me quickly read them. I think the message came in earlier on, but due to the network, I couldn't get them. But hey, they just come in. Let me just read it. I'm using another lesson to get it. So say thanks to from Mero Lugbude. Say thanks to Shegun that has predicted the match before it kick starts. That no doubt, Arsenal will win. Chelsea. Missing Cole Palmer. Yeah. Then we have Brayton Sports. He say I cancel Mary's Olugbude's prediction in the name of soccer. Please, I update down. I update down that prediction for soccer's sake. Yeah. So then we have another one again from Brighton, who after seeing the scoreline say blood of God. All right, those are the messages here. Other messages are here, but they're so tiny. No, so that is the situation. So you can continue.
So it's Marco Kyla with the ball, who finds Gallagher in the midfield, and it's Chelsea trying to build up from defense into attack, trying to toss the ball around. Is Sterling in a dangerous area in the box? Can he find the pass? But his pass was cleared by that Arsenal player. Attitude-less Chelsea, characterless Chelsea, and you can see
the away stand is empty already.
Yeah, it has to be empty. You have to be disappointed with what these guys brought to the party. Yeah, you can be young.
I don't know. If they are not sacking Pochettino tomorrow, it shows how unserious the Chelsea board are. We've seen enough this season. We've seen enough.
Honestly, this is one of the most terrible.
Just give this team for the rest of the season. Just give it to John Terry to just coach the boys to the end of the season. Pochettino is not really showing that he is that big man to take Chelsea to the next level.
Yeah. So Chalobah with the ball finds Axel Disasi, and how can you just go for inexperience in this kinds of game? Really, really surprising. A coach of Pochettino's caliber, honestly, he should be out of this job by tomorrow morning if I was the Chelsea owner right there. But I'm not the Chelsea owner, and it's 6-0 already.
Oh, how did you miss that?
One. It could have been 6-0. Caicedo with the ball.
Look at Caicedo's movement. Look at that boy's movement. And you ask yourself the
question.
It's
only moving like this because Arsenal has cooled down on the attack. They are leading 5-0, so they've cooled down on the attack. They were just busy defending. So Cucurella straight finds Jackson at the edge of the box, drops it for Cucurella, and crosses to no one into the. I don't know if they have their eyes to see before they make.
Are we in the 7th minute already?
Yeah,
we're in the 7th minute already. Any moment from now, the referee is going to blow the final whistle. in this encounter. And you can see the defense of Arsenal congratulating Declan Rice for that beautiful defensive work. He chased the ball back to David Raya and he easily came out and caught that one.
So I think the referee should be. Oh, the referee says he has had enough. So it's Arsenal defeating Chelsea 5-0 at the Emirates Stadium.
Yeah, that is the final whistle. 5-0 in favor of Arsenal. So, yeah, Shegu, your final word before we go.
Oh, good game of football from Arsenal. Deservedly victory from Arsenal. Before the start of the game, we saw those games and we knew that it was going to be 5-0 victory for Arsenal. They got that 5 goals. Good one for them. That's the bragging right. They're currently the better side of the teams in London. Good one for them in their run for the for the EPL. I just hope they'll be able to keep this momentum to the end of the season. But it's looking like it's Manchester City league for them to lose.
All right, and Shegun, sorry, Remite, your final word.
Oh yeah, congratulations to Arsenal. They deserve to win. So that's all.
All right, congratulations to Arsenal. Arsenal won, and Arsenal right now sitting 77 points, top of the summit of the table with Liverpool following with 74, and Manchester City is third with 73 with 2 games in hand. So that's how far we can go for today's show. Please don't forget to join us tomorrow as we come again. The match between Manchester United versus Sheffield United. That match will be 8 o'clock. I will be here to cover it live. So for me and my production crew is bye and see you tomorrow when we come again.
Yeah? Okay. Chelsea is coming back, whether they like it or not. Once